I love it when everybody leaves in the middle of the show. It's fucking awesome. You know what that means, though, guys? I've been sitting right here in the front. Zach has spit on me. I've become no longer someone's best friend, so it's just going to be me and all of you fine folks. I know there's people over there, I can't see you. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to be honest. Just shout the first thing that comes to mind. Do you trust me? Nobody said anything. I'm going to take that as a very clear sign that you do not. And that's totally fair. If I was in your position, I wouldn't either. But you know what I've found is that people do. And I don't know why. And tonight we're going to go on a journey to figure out why it is that anybody has ever trusted me ever. I'll tell you a story about something that happened to me recently. I was at an airport, and a lady asked me to watch her bags. And she had 2 kids with her, and she was going off to the bathroom. And at first I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll wash your bags. And then as she left, I turned to look at the person sitting next to me, and I realized it was her husband. That means she looked at her husband, right? The person she has fallen in love with and been married with for like 5 years, and went, do I really trust you? And looked at this, right? And went, yeah, he'll take good care of my prized possessions. I look like the sort of person that would steal it and sell it off to buy heroin. Like, I'm not the sort of person you trust with your valuable belongings. Okay, you guys over here don't trust me, so let's tell another story about trust, all right? I was getting my hair cut the other day. I know there have been haircut jokes, but let me walk you through something. Here in Salem, I need to find myself a proper barber, okay? Like someone that could really cut hair. I've always had this dream of like an Italian mafia style barber with like a red and white barbershop hole, and you come in and it like smells like crime, you know? Like old cigars and whiskey, and you're like, home. So I've always dreamed of that, right? And I found this place that I had never gotten my hair cut at before. Some of you might know it. It's called Wayne's Kingsmen. So I went to this place to get a haircut. I just found it while walking past, and they do only call-in appointments, right? So I call up the location, and on the other line I just hear, hello, this is Wayne's Kingsmen. You got Wayne Jr. here. What can I do for you? Perfect. First of all, we've got a junior there. That means this is a family line of mafia crime bosses. Already we're winning, right? Secondly, Wayne is, I think, the second most mafia name next to maybe like Giovanni. I'm just feeling good mafia vibes from it. So I set up an appointment Tuesday at 10 o'clock, and I keep that fucking appointment because if you miss an appointment with the mafia, we know what happens to your precious kneecaps. We've been seeing those for a while. So I go to the location to make my appointment, and I walk in, and it's everything I've ever dreamed of. It's like he's in a full suit, and he just kind of like floats over to me. Welcome to Wayne's Kingsmen. Why don't you take a seat? And immediately begins telling me about his family and the history, and I'm like, yes, this is perfect. And it reaches the end of the haircut, right? It's a great haircut, you know? And I have this moment, this rush of endorphins. I'm like, he stopped all of his crime, right? The illegal alcohol deals, everything, right? Like Al Capone was looking down on him, was like, give this man a haircut. I'm in that moment, and he goes, that'll be $16. And I reach for my debit card, and he goes, I'm sorry, son, we only do cash. And I go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'll leave like my phone, I'll go to like an ATM, I'll do something. And he takes my hand and he goes, now you go get that money and you bring it back, okay? Don't fuck me on this. So I walk to the ATM, and my mindset isn't like, yeah, I'm in it with the mafia. I just walk. I'm like, no expression, just, I need this money or something bad happens. I'm just walking. I get the money. I get $20 because I'm like, better fucking tip. So I get back, I hand him the money, and he like clasps my hands with the money like he's about to do a magic trick and make it disappear. And he's just like, thank you so much, Owen. Welcome to the Wayne family. I don't know if you're really understanding this. I walked into a mafia den and they were like, I trust that guy. And I think maybe it has something to do with the heroin from before. They trusted me implicitly just based on this. Now, I don't know what that means for me, but I do know what it's meant for me in my life. It's meant that even when I was a little kid, I think people trusted me to do things that they shouldn't have trusted me to do. I had a bus driver that was just a robot. I mean, there's kinds of bus drivers. He was the kind of bus driver where he would sit in his chair every day with a book open until every kid got on the bus, and I never saw him turn a goddamn page, ever. Like, never saw it happen. He was just sitting there on page 305 of Catcher in the Rye, just like, psh, bus driver sequence activated, go. We had a substitute bus driver one time, and the substitute bus driver had no idea what the fuck they were doing. They were given no directions, no instructions. I don't even know if they had a driver's license. They were a fucking wreck, right? And they were just like in the front seat like, all right, children, you gotta help me out with this one. I don't know where we're going. It's gonna be crazy, let's go. So he's just yelling back at us. We reached like a four-way intersection. Some kids are like, turn right. Some kids are like, turn left. I'm like, I think we forgot Timmy. I don't know where Timmy is. I think we've lost him. Maybe he got off at the wrong stop. I'm not sure. The bus driver's like, turns around and he's like, somebody tell me where to go. And I leap out into the aisle and I'm like, go straight. And that's how I ended up in Salem, Oregon. So it's been great being here, everybody. I hope you trust me a little bit more.